guys, welcome back to our channel. We've got Big Sister and Caleb here. Caleb just used his talker to ask Rachel for his favorite snack. And look, Sissy's getting it for you. Because Rachel is super sister. She is the best. Oh, that's more than enough. Thank you. And Caleb is really into salsa these days. He's dipping everything in a little cup of salsa, which I'm excited about because for a little while there, he was playing in the butter. So, Rachel, come and tell us about what is the best thing about your Bubba?
He's not the average preteen boy.
He's not. Why not?
Because of his special needs.
So, has that been hard for you as a big sister?
A little bit.
What's been some hard parts of it?
He doesn't know the... Sometimes he doesn't know the meaning of personal space.
So he gets in your face.
Mm-hmm.
So something else that he likes to do is what? That bugs you. What's something else that bothers you about what he does?
Him using my bedroom as a trash can.
What does that mean? Using your bedroom as a trash can?
He takes his trash and cracks open my door because my door is latched. And it like opens the door slightly and he throws his trash in my bedroom.
Oh my gosh. And it's like, I've seen it, guys. He puts it in a certain spot in her room.
Behind my nightstand.
And makes a big pile. Put that down. Put down your drink because we're talking. You want to sit down next to your brother? Rachel is 14. And Caleb is 12. And that is our cat Tuk Tuk. That Caleb doesn't really pay much attention to. So they're about 2 years apart. I remember when Caleb was born, Rachel was so excited. She went to my aunt's house when he was born, and when she went to see me, the next day Jeremy called me and let Rachel talk to me, and Rachel said, "Mommy, baby." She was so excited. So when they were younger, before we bought the house, they shared a bedroom. We lived in a little bitty apartment, and they shared a bedroom.
That was fun.
And that was when Caleb was really hard to manage. What was hard for you about that?
I couldn't sleep.
Why not?
He would keep me awake.
How would he keep you awake?
Making noise, and sometimes he would like get in my bed and like drive me nuts.
What do you say about that, Caleb? I say I need veggie straws, Mom. So something else that you have a hard time with. Oh, because Caleb has a very strict diet, Rachel has to stay
on the diet
as much as possible. Rachel eats worse than anybody else in our house, mainly because she eats the school's lunch most of the time. But Caleb is good at making messes and getting into her stuff, and that kind of thing. She's stealing his veggie straws right now that she got for him. He asked her on his talker for those veggie straws. Okay, so tell us some good things about your Bubba. What are some things that you love about him?
He makes me laugh sometimes with him just being himself.
Sometimes he is funny. Let's talk about when he started middle school. So this year, Caleb started middle school, and it was the school that Rachel had been at for a year. They're a year apart in grade level. And Caleb had a really hard time changing schools, but what?
I was there for him, like, in the mornings and sometimes during passing period, I would go to his class and just pop in and be like, "Hello." And also at lunch on even days, because on odd days I wouldn't see him because I would have my grade level's lunch. I would have B lunch and he has A lunch both days. And on even days I would have A lunch because I'm in gym doing lunch. And I would, after I got my lunch, I would go and give him a hug and say hi and all that.
So on the first day of school, Caleb had a real hard time getting off the bus. And Rachel waited inside for him. And And when he saw her, he was happy, right?
Yeah,
he was excited to see you.
was.
And he, then later in the day, was it that first day that you went to see him and when he saw you in the window from the hall?
Yeah.
So tell him about that.
So I was just in gym class, and all of a sudden, one of the late APs or something, I don't really know her position, but she asked my coach for me, and I was like, okay. I didn't know if I was in trouble or anything, but she asked me about my brother, and I was like, yeah. And while we were walking to his class, I told her a few things about him and all that, because they were still getting used to him. And then when I got to the class, I just waved in the window. I was just in the window, and Kaleb turned and got excited about me, and he had just saw me in the window, and I noticed that, and I waved at him. I was like, hi. And we talked for a little bit, and then she opened the door, and I got to hang out with him for like 23 minutes.
Did he, I heard that he grabbed his backpack.
Mm-hmm.
When Rachel came in the classroom, he got so excited, he grabbed his backpack. He's like, oh, Sissy's here. It's time to go.
Yeah.
But over the years, as they've gotten bigger, Daddy has spent a lot more time with Kaleb, and I've spent a lot of time with Rachel. So we try really hard to have separate times for both of them and give them both special attention. Because we know Kaleb's needs take our time and attention away from Rachel as much as we can. Oh, Ferdy wants to come and say hi. Hi, Ferd. This is our cat Ferdinand. We call him Ferdy sometimes. He wants to be in the shot. But so Rachel and Kaleb have a very close relationship. They really love each other. And
even though sometimes I would punch him in the face.
Well, that's kind of a typical sibling situation. So, but they're very good with each other, and Rachel is awesome.
And overprotective.
Very, very protective of her brother, right?
Yeah, I remember one time in second grade, when I was in second grade, it was the first year we had ever started public school.
So Kaleb was in elementary.
Yeah.
Kaleb was in kindergarten.
Yeah, he was in kinder. And we would have the same lunch period, but he would be like far away, sitting at a table. And after I was done with lunch, I would like turn around and like just watch him. Well, there was this one boy in my class who was sitting next to me and asked me what I was looking at, and I pointed out my brother. I said, my brother, and described like what clothes he was wearing and all that. And he said, he acts like a baby. And I was like, in my head, I was like, ooh, boy, you better take that back.
And it was just that the boy didn't understand her brother's special needs.
Yeah.
But she is awesome. She's very helpful. She knows him very well. And now that she's gotten bigger than her mom, she also does a lot to help her mom with things, help me with things, and is just an awesome big sister, and we love her so much. And thank you for your time, amazing super sister.
You're welcome.
We love you. Let us know if you have any questions or concerns or thoughts. We'd love to hear from you and look forward to answering any questions or thoughts. Have a great day, guys.